All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Shantiban Martinez, and I'm a senior program coordinator with the Youth Creating Change nonprofit that many of you may know as the Directing Change Film Contest. We are so excited for you all to join us and take time out to learn more about everything about our Directing Change Film Contest, our Hope and Justice Contest, and all about youth creating change. The goal of the webinar is to provide instructors and students with a comprehensive understanding of our contests and our programs, help guide them through the video creation and submission process, and also the San Bernardino County Department of Behavioral Health will celebrate and showcase these films that are created by students at an upcoming award ceremony. So we will tell you all about all of that and provide as much information as we can to support you and your efforts to support your students. We really hope that participants will gain essential tools and knowledge for creating and submitting impactful creative videos created by youth. We want to highlight the contributions of the San Bernardino County Department of Behavioral Health and San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools in all of our efforts to promote mental health wellness and also nurture students in their creativity and their goals of being advocates for mental health. We're really excited about these partnerships to empower youth, and we hope that the films will amplify youth voices and also lead to some meaningful change in schools and in our communities. So a little bit about us. As I mentioned before, many of you may know us as Directing Change. We are excited to rebrand with a new nonprofit name, which is now Youth Creating Change. So if you hear Youth Creating Change, you'll know that's us. Our core initiatives include our film and art contest that you may know as Directing Change and as our Hope and Justice contest. And really the goal of our programming is to assist young people in learning about how they can be advocates and have constructive conversations, and also to encourage open dialogue among schools and also youth-based organizations. We really want to help support facilitation of healthy and safe conversations, and we're hoping that through participation in our contest, schools and organizations and youth and families can discover techniques that can assist them in really learning about how to promote mental health awareness through a creative means, which is from a film and art contest. And so as part of our film and art contest, through facilitation of lesson plans, youth actually learn about mental health. They're trained to recognize warning signs for suicide. They apply healthy coping techniques, and they also can learn how to seek help for themselves or for a friend. After groups have actually received their lessons around those topics, they apply what they've learned to create their own films and their own art projects. So youth have this wonderful opportunity to not only respond to prompts about mental health or suicide prevention, but they can also submit art in any form to our Hope and Justice contest, which is designed to encourage creative expression around different health topics. And overall, our goal is really to promote mental health awareness and advocacy among young people through a creative way. So what does it look like when young people participate? So last year, we received 75 submissions from 225 youth, representing 15 different schools and organizations in San Bernardino County. That is a lot of submissions. That's a lot of young people. That's a lot of schools and organizations participating, but we always want to see more. So the goal of our webinar is for you all to learn how you can support young people in participating. And so for last year's contest, overall, across the entire state, we received about 1,300 films that were created by about 3,800 young people from all over the state. That's 208 schools and organizations from 39 counties. So the reach is wide, but we're always hoping to receive more submissions from San Bernardino County so that we can highlight and also support young people in this journey to learning how to support one another. And what we've found from participation is that, when things get tough, young people might be struggling through difficult times. Who better to actually lead and start these conversations than young people themselves? So they can do that through participation, through creating their own stories, their own voice, and creating their own art. So a little bit more about the contest. So the Directing Change contest is a film contest. So our goal is really to train young people, right, about mental health, about suicide prevention, and they're trained through different learning objectives that are embedded into each of our submission categories. So for this film contest, there are a few different categories that are either 60-second films or 30-second short films, also known as PSAs, public service announcements. These 5 submission categories are suicide prevention, mental health, through the lens of culture, which asks youth to create a film about either suicide prevention or mental health that explores those topics through the lens of their cultural background. Our animated short category is actually 30-second films about suicide prevention, and our walk in our shoes category is a category specifically for middle school students. So if you do work with middle school students, we do have some really great learning objectives and lesson plans available in our walk in our shoes category for you to use with younger age groups. And as I mentioned, those learning objectives for each of these topics are actually embedded into each of these categories. So those learning objectives include learning the warning signs of suicide, how to help a friend, understanding mental health, learning about healthy coping skills, and also where to find help for themselves or a friend. Overall, we're really encouraging young people to create films with a positive and hopeful message. So we want those messages to be about hope, about recovery, and a message that really invites other young people to take action to support themselves and others. One of the resources that we offer is we are available to do in-person or virtual lessons in classrooms or at your place where you bring all of your youth together as an organization to review all of our specific submission guidelines for each category so that you and your youth can understand how to create an award-winning film. We will go over exactly what the films will be judged on, how they'll be scored. We're happy to review scripts and also provide feedback as you start working on their films. And we see, as you know, as you just learned, over 1,000 films over the past 11 years. And so we kind of have an idea of what the best films are, the most hopeful films, and the ones that are going to reach the most young people. So we're happy to provide that support via lesson plans or just one-on-one meetings, whatever is most helpful to you all. Next slide, please. And so moving on to our Hope and Justice film and art contest. So for this contest, students can submit art in any form around 3 topics, either hope, justice, and a monthly prompt that changes each month. And so what we really love about this option is, if you have young people who are interested in submitting a film to our Directing Change annual film contest, that's wonderful. But we also know that a lot is happening all around us. And things change day to day, right? Youth are often grappling with different things in their lives. And that can change by the month, by the week, by the day. So each month, topics offer youth an opportunity to process those feelings, to have conversations with their peers and their families about a variety of different mental health and social justice topics. A few prompts that we're looking forward to offering include how to find support via 988, different apps and resources for mental health, finding your anchor. That means what keeps you grounded and anchored, and also, what healing activities and self-care can look like. One wonderful thing about this contest, because it is monthly, is we're able to really customize what those prompts are each month. So we reach out to youth, we reach out to community members, and to our partners to say, hey, what's going on right now? What do you think the youth want to discuss and share? So youth can submit a submission to this contest every month in any art form. They can be anything creative: poetry, radio PSAs, TikTok sketches, original music, and visual and digital art. We receive any kind of art you can imagine, and it's a wonderful way for young people to get involved and also have a chance to win some fun prizes, which includes Amazon gift cards and also being recognized on our website. All right, so a lot of information here. I'm sure you're wondering, what are the deadlines and key dates? What do we need to know to get involved? So for the Directing Change film contest, the deadline to submit a 30 or 60-second film is March 1st. So that is coming up. And that deadline is for our annual film contest, happens every year on March 1st. For the Hope and Justice Film and Art Contest, submissions are due on the last day of each month. So easy to remember. If it's the last day of the month, we are ready to receive your film or art pieces to the Hope and Justice contest. We then review winners for our Hope and Justice contest, and we announce them the middle of the following month. You are welcome to visit our website to get started. That involves setting up a profile on our website that allows you to upload your film or your art piece, and also share your information with us so that we can make sure that we can reach out to you if you or your students are selected as a winner. Now, speaking of winners, each year, we are always thrilled to celebrate our young people who have taken their time out of their very busy schedules to be advocates, to process feelings, and to have discussions that not every young person is having in their homes or in their schools or their communities. And so we love to highlight and recognize and celebrate these young people for their efforts of using their creativity to create change. And so youth winners from across the state are invited to attend our Red Carpet Awards ceremony, which happens in downtown Los Angeles every year. And this year, our annual event that is open to everyone will be happening May 22nd in downtown LA. Again, the event is open to everyone. At the event, we'll be screening the finalists for each category from across the state, which will also include San Bernardino County young people whose films have been selected as finalists. And then we announce our statewide winners there as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Young people are just so excited to see their films on the big screen. There's a red carpet. They get to walk the red carpet and feel like celebrities that they are. And it's a beautiful way to celebrate them and their efforts. So we encourage you all to attend if you can, and recognize our young people for all the incredible creative work that they do.
Perfect. Thank you, Shanti. Hello, everyone. My name is Miranda Canseco Ochoa, and I am from the Department of Behavioral Health at San Bernardino County, and representing our Public Relations and Community Outreach Services Division. And we work directly with Shanti's team, Directing Change, Youth Creating Change, to bring resources and information to our local schools. I'm joined by Mario. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Mario Navoa, Media Specialist 2 at the Department of Behavioral Health for San Bernardino County.
So we'll go into a little bit about the partnership and about the Department of Behavioral Health specifically. So Shanti went over some wonderful information just about participating, the importance of it. And so our involvement as a department, we really want to focus on these key areas. So one of them is just promoting awareness. So we use our outreach efforts to engage our youth and encourage participation. We want to make sure that our schools have the direct resources or organizations to participate. We want to engage stakeholders at every level. So the parameters are all set, but there's a lot of room for creativity for you to participate. We also, so Shanti mentioned a statewide celebration, but something that the Department of Behavioral Health for San Bernardino County hosts is a regional screening and celebration. So in this screening, we host it in May every single year, and this is an opportunity where we highlight our San Bernardino County participants. We model a really similar format to the statewide celebration where we screen the films on the big screen at a movie theater, red carpet, and just a chance for our kiddos and our families and friends to come out and just recognize the participation, recognize the creativity and the engagement for mental health and suicide prevention. With our involvement, we really want to focus on honoring our youth voices. And that's why we find this to be so important and why we're bringing this information to all of you. We know that our kiddos and our youth are the next generation. And so any ways that we can engage, interact, inspire, and motivate them to be behavioral health champions, we're here for. So we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of services that we offer, and so we really want to engage that generation. The Department of Behavioral Health offers a plethora of services and resources to our community. And so that's also something that we provide with our participation and our collaboration of sharing the resources and information that we have available. So using this also just as an outreach opportunity, so our communities are aware that San Bernardino County Department of Behavioral Health is here to support. Next slide. So this is just an overview of our public relations and outreach services team. This just shows the diverse collaboration that we have within the department and the support that you have available to you. So Mario will go into a little bit about media and video, but we're here to support. And I think if you were to take one thing away from this presentation is that this is a great opportunity and that you have a lot of passionate people that are here wanting to see you participate and see you succeed. So this is the team behind this this project, and we look forward to working and supporting you. Next slide. So a part of our regional event that we host, so we do separate voting than the statewide effort. So this is a chance to also engage our Department of Behavioral staff, as well as a partnership with San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools. And so we host a virtual screening where our direct staff and employees and workforce can see the amazing creativity that are submitted each year. So we screen these films and then we host regional voting, and that is what we celebrate in the May event. Next slide. And so promotion and awareness, this is where we partner with our San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools to make sure that this information is getting disseminated throughout our network. San Bernardino County is very, very large. We have a lot of schools, we have a lot of organizations, and so that just provides all the more opportunity. So in our partnership with Superintendent's Office, as well as just our other community-based organizations, we really focus on making sure this information gets out there, that our community is aware of this opportunity and know that they have the support from the department of how they can participate and engage our younger generation. Next slide. And here is just a little snapshot of our regional celebration. So like I said, it takes place in May for May Mental Health Awareness Month. We have our department leadership, we have Board of Supervisors support, as well as just other county leadership, and a chance where we roll out that red or green carpet for May Mental Health and showcase the films, pass out awards, and really just celebrate the accomplishment and the participation. Next slide. So for this next year, for 2025, we have set forth that May 17th will be our regional celebration. It will take place in Redlands, and it will be from 4 to 6. It is open to the public. We encourage all of our participants to invite friends, family, school participants, and anyone that you would like to see this accomplishment. Next slide. So as part of our support from the Department of Behavioral Health, we offer multiple trainings. So these are all available to any type of organization or school group. One of them is our mental health first aid training. So this is an 8-hour course that can be available to either adults or youth. There's 2 different tracks. So that is available. It's a great starting point for your youth to get some information in the basics of behavioral health, how to have those conversations, the challenges that come up with it, and some of the conversations that might take place with their friends, family, and any of their networks. So that is available to youth and adults. We also, since the Directing Change program It focuses on mental health as well as suicide prevention. We also offer 2 suicide prevention trainings. One of them is called ASSIST, which is Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training. That is a 2-day workshop that we recommend for community members and adults. It goes really in depth about how to have those conversations on suicide. And then Safe Talk is a 3-hour training that can be available to youth and adults. It's kind of your intro to suicide prevention, giving you the basics and the empowerment of how to have conversations and how to remove some of that stigma around suicide conversations. Any of these trainings we can offer from the department, so getting in contact with our department staff, and we can schedule these for your organization or your community free of charge. These are just some of our community resources that we share in conjunction with our department resources. So there's plenty of hotlines out there. There is support available. So if you were also to take something away from this presentation, is that you have plenty of resources, and these are all that you can share within your networks. So we have the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, which is 988. We have the Your Life, Your Voice, the Trevor Lifeline, the Teen Line, and then the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which also routes to our new 988. Here is just some resources on behalf of the Department of Behavioral Health. So we have various community crisis services. One of them is our CCRT team, which is a community-based mobile crisis response team for children and adults. It is available 24/7, 365, including holidays, and that is available via phone call or text. And then we also have our crisis walk-in centers and our crisis stabilization units. They're located in 4 different locations throughout our San Bernardino County. These are also available 24/7, 365 for anyone that may be experiencing any type of psychiatric emergency, need to have a talk, need to have a conversation, available to those that are experiencing that emergency or friends and family that have a loved one that is experiencing that emergency. Here is just a review of our different 24/7, 365 helplines. We have our Access Unit, our Behavioral Health Helpline, our Screening Assessment and Referral Center, and then as reviewed, our Community Crisis Response Teams. I will now pass it over to Mario.
Hello, I'm Mario Novoa again with the Department of Behavioral Health at San Bernardino County. And we're going to go over the video creation process. This toolkit is designed to provide valuable guidance and resources to help your students create impactful videos. We'll walk you through the video creation process, share the resources available to students, and offer support tailored specifically for instructors and students. So here's a step-by-step guide. Creating a video can seem daunting, but with a clear process, it becomes manageable. Here's a step-by-step guide. Start with a topic selection and research. Move on to script writing, ensuring the message is clear and concise. Storyboarding helps plan out the visuals. Filming techniques like framing and lighting are key to professional-looking videos. Finally, editing ties everything together, encouraging your students to experiment and have fun while creating their films. Here are some resources for students. To make the process easier, please visit the designated website. There, you'll find a range of resources compiled for students, including video tutorials, templates, access to winning entries for inspiration, and a tutorial on editing basics. Technical support and FAQs are also available to help troubleshoot any issues. And that link is on the bottom of this PowerPoint presentation, directingchangeca.org/services/. The submission process. Be sure students follow the guidelines to avoid any disqualifications. Videos will be judged based on creativity, relevance to the theme, and technical execution. Common pitfalls include exceeding the time limit or not following the theme. Encouraging your students to ask questions if they're unsure about anything. Content creation. Students don't need expensive equipment to create compelling videos. Here are some tips for using different tools. For smartphones, use the built-in camera for high-quality videos. Stabilize the shots with the tripod and ensure good lighting. Using digital single-lens reflex cameras, also known as DSLRs. Adjust manual settings for better control and use of external microphones for a clear sound. Experiment with your lenses for creative effects. Other devices can be tablets and action cameras. Focus on steadying your shots and getting a proper composition. Regardless of the device, planning your shots and practicing basic editing are key to success. Encourage students to be creative and resourceful. And with that, thank you again for joining us today. My name is Mario Novoa, Media Specialist at the San Bernardino County Department of Behavioral Health. And we've listed here a couple of links for you and some information, youthcreatingchange.org, as Shanti shared at the beginning of our presentation. Also an email, dbh_pio@dbh.sbcounty.gov, and our website, sbcounty.gov/dbh. I look forward to seeing your films. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Lights, camera, action. See you at the movies. Thank you.